Well, hello everyone and welcome to Zombicide, Black Plague, Green Horde expansion for this game. So this is my review of No Rest for the Wicked. So let's actually take a deep look into what's in this box, I guess. So we'll start off with the rulebook, as like normal. Open the page and components. Wow, that's actually really it. No, it's really thin rulebook. But hey ho, a rulebook is a rulebook, and I think it is kind of necessary because of the rules for the dragon. I mean, there's quite a few rules here. It's rules for the rats, rules for the spectral walkers, rules for the ballista as well. I mean, it's all right here. Let's see. When it comes down to the necromantic dragon, there are a few things to do. It's actually kind of simple though. So the dragon just comes down into the centre of the board. If it lands into some kind of inside building, that gets destroyed. You put a token on it, well, a card, just to say it's destroyed. You can't go in it. If that was one of your objectives, or trying to get to an escape point and you can't get to it, that's game over automatically. Yes, you can get game over if you're using the dragon, but it does feel a little bit hard to do though. Yeah, then you have vulnerability cards. So when it comes down to wounding the dragon, you draw one of the vulnerability cards. If it says it can only be damaged by either a melee weapon or something like that, then that's how you wound it. Otherwise you also got the ballista. So when a dragon comes in, well, if you're using a dragon, you start off with a ballista right at the start. So there you go, it's all good. And you wound, if you actually wound it, you discard that vulnerability card. That's 1 XP. The dragon flies off, and it all comes down to the spawn. So if you spawn the dragon, if you're still in the blue, it doesn't spawn. So that's actually kind of a good thing. If it does, then well. Also, if I remember correctly, if you wound it, you also get a bolt card as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It's got to be damage 2 or more from the vulnerability card or a ballista. That's right. Well, good luck in finding those kind of weapons, unless you actually manage to find them. Then who needs luck, right? So the ballista is pretty simple as well. It's one way of wounding the dragon. It's pretty easy. Rules are actually very simple to use as well. It does actually feel like there's a lot of rules in it, but it's not. It's not. It really is pretty simple. Spectral walkers. Oh, they can only be damaged by magical weapons. There you go. Job done. And Volt, so, and the ballista. So there you have that. And then you got rats. Rats is like they just come in and each time they just pretend that they're like the abomination or necromancer. So when another rat's swarm card comes into play, all the other rats just gets moving. Even if you have more rats to put on, you know, I mean, they still move. That's kind of deadly as well. And there you have the nice targeting priority. Let's try and get that. Target. Well, anyway, that's really good because this is all the updated rules and stuff. And that's really it. It's pretty simple. The rules are actually simple. They look complex at first, but they're not. Okay, so we come down with the cards. As you can see, I've lined it up in a very strange order. However, it does actually become kind of simple when I explain it. Right, so this is the single card for the ballista. That's the rules for the ballista. I can't even pick them up. The ballista. Oh, obviously the ballistas don't want to be used. Pretty simple, straightforward. Job done. Right, next. Spectral walkers. If you want to add them, you'll add in the spawn cards, because that's what they do. I mean, they're kind of scary. Kind of scary. Very scary. Apart from that one, that's fine. I like that card. Let's put that one near the top. So that, yeah, they go into your zombie pile deck, of course, just like adding normal. There's your swarm of rats. If you want to add your rats, you don't have to, by the way. You can just add one of them, you can add two of them, you can add all three of them to your deck. It's entirely up to you. If you just want to use just the one, then do that. Do that. That's what the box is for. Add whatever you want. The dragon. There's 3 piles for the dragon. So you have your spawning cards. You have your vulnerability cards where you shuffle and, let's say, just draw that one. Then it becomes the necromantic dragon is vulnerable to the ballista. Vault weapons are magic weapons. So magic weapons, vault, ballista. There's another one, magic weapons, vault, ballista. And here's a ballista and combat spells. There's another one with the ballista and ranged weapons. And there's the ballista and melee weapons. So the ballista is kind of necessary, but at the same time it's not. Unless you don't actually do a minimum of 2 damage, 2 wound, then necromantic dragon. But if you do wound it or something else makes the dragon move, you roll a dice, and this is the kind of direction it goes. So 1 or 2 stays put where it is. On a 3, it will move on to the next tile in the centre, unless it's already it can't move upwards anymore. It's like it's in the corner. Then it just stays put, etc., etc. This is the tile movement, and on the other side is the destructive, building. So there you go. It literally is actually straightforward. To me it looked complex, but it's not. It really isn't, and it's pretty simple. Before I actually get them out of the box, not all of them of course, I just want to show you how it's all put together. And yeah, there you go. You've got spectral walkers, no, you can tell that. The rats and the necromantic dragon, and over here is the ballista. So I'm going to actually show you some of them, and to start off with, the spectral walkers. So you've got the 3 types of spectral walkers. They're all actually, I like the colour, I really do. Well, of course, if you paint them, then I'm sure they'll be much better than these. And these are really good. I mean, just wow. They just act like normal walkers, but they're just like, only magic can hurt them. Oh, and a ballista as well. Magical ballistas, why not? I've heard of magical ballistas. It's all really nice. I like these sculpts. Very nice. And I also like the colour as well. They really do stand out. 3 different types of rat swarms, and here they are. There's a lot of rats on these. It really is. It's like all scrambling all over each other, which I really like. I do that. And even some that has some slightly little nice touches to them as well. Like this bit right here is a sword. I like that. And here we have just a bit of rubble. Look at a chest right there. Skulls right there. I like that. So all these nice little bits here and there. These are really good. I do like them. Now for the piece of the resistance, as it were. Well, it's not really much of a resistance. I mean, come on, they're the ones that are attacking. Anyway, the necromantic dragon comes in 3 parts. Well, you can see that because I don't know what. And it's very easy to put together. That I'm not even like using any force. It's just really simple, and it's really really big. It's a nice centerpiece. I mean, I can't even. There you go. I have to put it on this. Even the wings. I mean, wow. It seems like if I try and push it any further, but it is of a pretty big model. I mean, how about if I put this next to a survivor? How about he'll win? Oh, there you go. There you go. This is the normal average size of a survivor. It's not, the camera's not doing it justice. Yeah, yeah, big model, so he stands out quite well, which I'm not going to complain. Really, and like I said, the wings just go in really easy, and it's easy just to take out as well, and then it's ready to go back in the box. So there you have it. That was Zombicide. No rest for the wicked. So, oh, what do I think of this? Well, it's an expansion for sure. It's it only has 3 different types of things to add. There's 0 quests, there's 0 items, there's 0 survivors, there's just 0 a lot of things actually. It's just literally just 3 things. Spectral walkers, a giant dragon, and some rats. That's it. No more, no less. Well, there's also a ballista, but that's really just for the dragon. You can only have the ballista if you have a fighting a dragon. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing. This is it. It's a disappointing one. I can guarantee you that it is disappointing. If you like like the look of these zombies, then you could pick them up. I mean, you've got to make sure that they're a good price. You don't want to get it just because. You want to get it if it's a good price. That's only if you want to. You don't have to. There's nothing really else in here. Just 3 additional creatures to fight. That's it. I mean, I knew exactly what this box contained, and I knew exactly that there was no quests in it. I knew exactly that there was nothing else in here. So why did I get it? Because I wanted it because of the extra fights. I mean, I wanted to fight spectral zombies. I like the look of that. I wanted to fight rats. I wanted to fight the necromantic dragon. That's what I wanted it for. I wanted to see what they're like and what kind of challenges that it adds to the game. And I can guarantee you those spectral walkers, wow, those spectral walkers. It's so hard to fight if you have no magic, which makes it a lot more challenging than the necromantic dragon. I can guarantee you that. The rats, they're pretty straightforward. I mean, kill them all quickly enough, then it's just target practice. If you don't kill them enough and you just don't get on with it, you're going to catch up to you very quickly. It's alright. It's alright. I don't really have anything else to say. If I'm going to rate it, I'm going to so the fights are good and all that, but you don't need them just to have new things to fight. I'm giving it a 5. 5 out of 10. You don't need it. You only have it for extra fight, and that's it. If you actually turn over those cards, you might not even fight the dragon at all. I've done that. Played an entire quest. Had the dragons in there. Didn't spawn once. And when I did pick up some of those cards, I was already in the blue, so the dragon did not spawn. What a waste. Well, anyway, there you have it. I did get a free blister out of it, so that was something. Yeah, the spectral walkers are the most challenging one, which I find hilarious. Especially if you don't even have a dragon. Like I said, the spectral walkers are weak against, can only be damaged by ballistas and magic and vault items. And if you don't have a ballista, you can only get it when fighting a dragon. And it's going to be a lot more challenging, and they're the challenge. That's it. Well, anyway, yeah, 5 out of 10. It's not necessary, but if you want to have a little bit of variety, that's I mean, the Spectral Walkers are hilariously fun. There you have it. 5 out of 10. That's it. I've got no more on it. Just like the box, it costs no more. So thank you very much for me.